Urself, another timeless collective tarot reading. Thank you for clicking onto my video. Please keep in mind that this is a general collective tarot reading, therefore the messages will not and may not resonate with everyone. So please take what resonates with you in your particular situation and leave the rest. Please don't try to make the story fit if it doesn't fit, okay, if it's not resonating with you. It just means that I'm not picking up on your energy, which is perfectly okay. If you are a returning member, subscriber, or viewer, welcome back, Soul Family. It's good to see you guys again. I hope you are doing well. Thank you for all your likes, your shares, your comments, subscribes, super thanks, and donations. And I truly appreciate them all. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. It's good to see a new face here. Please keep in mind in the areas of legal, law, finance, health, mental health, please know that I'm not an expert in those areas, nor do I claim to be. And if I mention them at all, it is either what my intuition is picking up on, or it's literally on the cards themselves. However, if it truly resonates with you, I highly encourage you to speak to those experts in those area of expertise. Something also to note, okay, is that I am not a tarot reader. I am a seer. Therefore, the cards are just how I connect with you guys. The cards are a physical and visual representation of the intuitive messages that I receive. I said intuitive time. So let that be confirmation, okay? I do state that these are timeless readings, but they could be, providing you with some kind of clarity on the past, letting you know what's going on in the present moment, as well as providing you with prophetic insight of the future. So again, just take it where it resonates. I am also the author, I'll work with both fairy tales in my hand here. The Princess and Her Inner Voice, which is a fairy tale written for children about their intuition, what it is, how it speaks to them, and how if they listen to it, it can help them to overcome all obstacles, help them to heal from all traumas, as well as get them to their happy ending in whichever way that looks for them. It is a very self-love and self-worth based fairy tale. As well as The Dark High Priestess and the Prophecy of the Queen of the Unseen. This is a fairy tale written for adults about healing and overcoming spiritual warfare and narcissistic abuse from family and friends, and how to keep that inner flame lit despite any adversity we're going through or experiencing. And that no matter how dire your situation may seem, know that you always have a choice and that you're never alone. There's always benevolent beings that are with you that are just waiting for you to give them consent so that way they can provide you with guidance and intervene and intercede on your behalf so that way you can fulfill your soul's purpose in this lifetime. Both of these fairy tales are written in the bard format, okay? It means they're supposed to be spoken aloud. So think like the content of Grimm's fairy tales, but in the format of Dr. Seuss, okay? They're written and illustrated in such a way to heal and appeal to your inner child as you read them. They're short, they're sweet, they inspire hope, and they make you feel good as you read them. The audiobooks have been released for both books and can be found attached to this video for your convenience. If you wish to purchase physical copies, you can find them on online resources such as Amazon, Walmart, and Barnes & Noble, just to name a few. The Princess and Her Inner Voice is in second edition print, which means that the autographed first edition, as well as my products, may be found on my website, which is www.aspiraltotheself.com. All the information will be in the description box below for your convenience, as well as all my social media platforms and pages, so that way you do not get scammed by people or pages pretending to be me. As always, I begin each reading with a prayer. I call upon God, Banja, Great Goddess Morgan 23, Lu, the Archangels, my ancestors, and the seen unseen. Please only allow in this reading what I call upon, which is high vibrational energy and frequency. If any low vibrational entities, beings, energies try to come through or try to ask, project, open a portal, remote view, or be a monitoring spirit in the past, present, or in the future, I ask that you block mine blind and immediately return to sender 100-fold, once I give you full consent to intervene and to intercede on my behalf, whichever way you deem fit. Please allow me to see what you want the collective to know by clear, concise messages. If any try to abuse technology in any kind of way, in the past, present, or in the future, by trying to take a screenshot, ask, project, open portal, remote view, be monitoring spirit in this set, I ask that you block mine blind and immediately return to sender 100-fold, which I give you full consent to hold them accountable and bring them to justice in your way. Please protect me, this channel, the video, and the viewers as I deliver this divinely guided message. Any curses, hexes, evil eye, black magic, witchcraft, and bindings, let they be dissolved, transmuted, and intervened by the All-High. The sender's mask will be ripped off. They'll be unable to hide all their lies, deceit, and ill intentions will become exposed and publicly known. Okay, collective. So I've been channeling a lot of messages. As you can see, I'm channeling it like during my intro. I've been channeling before, this. There's just a lot of confirmation. So please bear with me. Because I try to tell you guys as I get it, but I have to collect my thoughts and make it sound rational, like I can't just blurt out random stuff to you guys. It's got to be coherent, But essentially, this week, astrologically, is about following your intuition and your intuitive promptings that your soul is trying to get your attention. And say, this is the second day that I've had a planned download, but then I've been told to prioritize a different one, a newer one, versus one that I was supposed to give at this time period, okay? It's been pushed back, and it's not because that download's not important. It's just like there's things that you need to know, and you need to know right now, okay? And the air is very heavy. The energy is very heavy when it comes to you and how people are viewing you at this time, okay? I'm picking up on scavengers, bottom feeders, people in the spiritual community that get their power, get their finances, get some kind of come up by hurting other people, by sacrificing other people, by taking what other people have, okay? They don't have any spiritual ability on their own. They do not have any kind of accolades on their own. It's all like essentially their entire empires are built off of taking from other people, which if you know anything about spirituality, if you live your life like that, your life will be one tower after another. Like, especially, that's why Mercury retrograde gets such a bad rap, is because, like, if you are not living in, you know, in your full authenticity, if you are not living your path that you are meant to be on, part of your soul's blueprint, you're going to have things stripped away from you that were never supposed to be there. So that way you can be in alignment with your past. There's just a lot of towers, a lot of hardship, heartache, pain, things like that. And that's just casting, I mean, that's why we have karmic lessons. Like, karmic lessons are for your soul, and it can seem like a huge tower moment. But again, those karmic lessons are meant to teach you something to put you on the right path, okay? No matter how hard or terrible it may seem, okay? But, like, these people thought that you would be prey. And it's been coming out a lot, I know. They thought that you would be prey, but then they got devoured. And now people, I've been picking up like a heavy energy of fear and just shock. Let this be confirmation to you. Like, if you've been doing return to senders in your prayers, they hit. They more than hit. Like, you're fucking people's whole worlds up. And I don't think you understand how truly powerful that you are. Okay, I'm gonna say I don't understand. Like, one, you don't understand how truly powerful you are, especially the words that you speak, especially if you are in your North Node, you're in your purpose, you are in your destiny, okay? You're in alignment, and you're on the up and up. Like, especially if you're a chosen one, a star seed, an earth angel, a light worker, someone here who has a very specific purpose, okay? Your words are very, very powerful. And if you're aiding that with prayer, like lighting a white candle, things like that, invoking God, you know, the archangels, your ancestors, your spiritual team, like, your shit's powerful. You don't need to do witchcraft. I mean, technically, if you want to be technical about it, lighting the candle with the prayer would be considered kind of witchcraft, because you're doing some kind of chant, you're saying something, you're invoking something, you have the candle here to thin the veil, to make your, you know, whatever your petition is to be heard. But it's not black magic, okay? Like, you're not hurting another person to do it. There's, you know, such thing as light work. There's such thing as white witchcraft, okay, where, you know, like, it's positive. You're just doing it to better you. You're not hurting anybody. You're trying to heal. You're trying to grow. You're trying to evolve, okay? Like, if anyone's being hurt, it's you, you know? So say, like, if you're a person trying to do a ritual for abundance, like, instance would be like blowing cinnamon through your front door, cinnamon and nutmeg through your door at the very beginning of the month, okay? That would be like light work witchcraft. You're not hurting anybody, and say if you're not in alignment for what it is that you are asking for, you will be the one who suffers, not anybody else, okay? That's just prime example. But your prayers are very, very strong and potent. Like, you put these people who've been doing black magic and witchcraft on you, essentially like the dark arts, okay, forbidden stuff, you put them to shame. Like, they've never seen anything like this. Like, essentially, like, they know, they have the full realization now that you're protected and you're guided by the divine, and the divine intervenes for you. Like, you're somebody that comes with a powerful punch. And again, these people have this misconception that if you're love and you're light, or that you're focusing on healing and growing and evolving, you know, being in your destiny, your North Node, things like that, they think that you're weak, but that's where they're wrong. Like, this lifetime, you chose healing. That doesn't mean that your soul doesn't have the wisdom, the experience, the knowledge of how to do things on the other side. Meaning, like, you could have not been as good as you are now. You most definitely know how to defend yourself. You're definitely not afraid of any kind of confrontation or fight. You have strong boundaries in the physical and in the ethers, okay, in the astral. You will, you know, you come with love, but you'll fuck a bitch up. you know, and that's just bluntly speaking here. Like, you will fuck somebody up. Like, and that's how people are seeing you. Like, I'm really picking up that people from your past don't know who you are. And truth be told, they never did. But here's where it gets to be hilarious to me when I get messages like this. These people can't believe who you are. They can't believe what they're seeing. They can't believe what they're experiencing. Like, they think that you're cold-hearted, that you're very territorial, that you're no nonsense, you're very analytical, that you're very strategic, that, you know, like, you can survive and you can get shit done. Okay, people are seeing that, but that's like a whole different side of you that they've never seen, and they want to claim like, oh, well, you've changed, you're not the same person. Okay, warfare will do that to you. Again, these are family lovers, friends, business associates, whatever. These are people that saw only the good in you, the light, the love, because you love these people. You are genuine with these people. But again, these people wanted to be your enemy. And not only did they want to be your enemy, okay, they had to do so quietly. They had to do so in groups because they fear you. The amount of fear that I'm feeling right now is just insane. It's so very intense. I mean, they already feared you before this. They feared you in your love and light kind of energy, okay? They feared you before like you even went onto this path of awakening and ascension. I mean, they had to have in order to, one, hate on you quietly, meaning these people have never come up to you and been like, I hate you, bitch. Like, you shouldn't be on this earth. I hate you. No, they had to go behind your back, never let you be aware of it, that they hated you. Have to create like a whole smear campaign, and they couldn't even do it alone. They had to do it in groups. They, like, say if this is an online thing, they had to mask themselves behind a fake account. Things like that. Like, that's a little bitch. That's someone who, you know, absolutely has no sense of bravery or courage. Like, if you're gonna hate somebody, be out and proud about it. Like, if you can do it, you can talk about it. So, like, if you hate that person, like, hate you. You're scum, right? Like, but they could never say that to you. Because again, they already feared you before you even got on this path of ascension. And they already had to group up on you before. And it's like, these people have put in the man hours. They've put in the work, they put in the money, the energy. Just think, like, how many full moons, new moons, dark moons, do they gather a ritual circle of 6 or more to try to take little old you down? To do something to you. And nothing happened to you. If anything, you rose. And if anything, you transmuted. If anything, you took your pain and put it into power. Like, you're somebody that can, one, you're a powerful manifester. But two, it's like nothing stops you. And they're seeing it. And it's like the more they see, knowing full well what they've done, it's like they can't fucking believe it. Like, they just like, who are you? Who are you? And it's like, why that's so funny to me, it's like, this person loved you, but then you declared war on them. They have gifts that were awakened because you declared war on them. People change during war. I mean, there's really whole books, documentaries, whatever about it. Like, that's why you have like the VA and things like that. PTSD, what happens when people see war? Like, you declared war on them, and then you're wondering why they don't love you and why they're cold-hearted and territorial. Like how they're calculated. You're seeing a whole different side. What the fuck did you think you were going to see by declaring war on somebody? You wanted war, now you got it. You wanted war, now you're seeing that warrior that's been buried beneath inside their soul come out. Now you're seeing the magician. Now you're seeing the seer. Now you're seeing the high priestess. Now you're seeing the king or queen. You don't want to see that. But you fucked with something that you shouldn't have, which is a person's money and their family. Anything else they didn't give a fuck about. Family and their money. And then now you're like, oh shit, collective's territorial. They're cold-blooded. Like, they'll cut you off, and then like they'll be strategic in how they do things to you. Like, people can't believe it. Like, well, why don't you love me anymore? You declared war on somebody. What the fuck did you think was going to happen? What side did you think somebody was going to give you when you declare war on them? But again, they never thought that you would know. These are cowards. People with no sense of bravery, courage, integrity, or a spine. They would never, ever confront you in person because they know you would tell them about themselves. They're afraid of, they're afraid of you. They've always been scared of you. But now that you're fully in your power, like these people would never, ever wish to approach you. Ever. That's definitely what I've been picking up on. I've also been picking up on that these people are being haunted by you because right now your spirit is in that spirit of vengeance. Now, vengeance is God's wrath. Vengeance is God's right, and he will show them mercy. And I said, vengeance is God's wrath. Vengeance is God's wrath. But vengeance is also God's right, and he will show them no mercy. But your spirit, though, because again, they awakened you. They kept poking the bear. They kept taking shots at you, and your spirit's like, how many times do I got to keep turning the other cheek? How many times do I got to be love, light, and transmute? Again, times are different. We're in a new era. These karmic cycles have been closed because you learned the lesson. Before you showed grace and mercy because it was required for your soul's evolution. Now it's not. Cycle's closed. You can fuck these people up if you want to. By that I mean your spirit knows, your higher self knows that you can fuck these people up. And for me personally, just to give an example, I'm not just doing a return to sender in my prayer just to mirror back the energy that you sent me and, calling down divine judgment. No, nay. Now I'm calling down divine judgment, petitioning spiritual court, but then also I'm returning it back to 100-fold. You send that shit, it will be devastating to you. It will be nuclear. There will be casualties and there will be collateral damage that you will not recover from. The grace, the mercy is over. And maybe that's what they can't understand because these people's lives are destroyed. Their money's fucked up. People around them are dying. They're sick. They're not able to recover. They're being haunted. But again, they're being haunted by you. They see your face everywhere. They see you in their dreams. They see you when they wake up. They see you when you go to sleep. Okay, I don't feel like that's you intentionally doing that. I feel like, one, it's spirit and your ancestors making these people pay in their own way. Your spirit and how they wronged you will be something that haunts them and sticks to them for their entire lives. Like how if you see a specific kind of scary movie or a horror movie and that shit it embeds in your spirit, you just remember it forever, that's you. They will remember it forever. It'll be something they'll never be able to shake off. It'll be something that they'll never be able to forget. That's karma. But again, you're somebody who knows how to do shit. If these people are trying to invade your dreams, what you see can see you too. You invade back. And I've been picking up that what it's done recently, they didn't expect it. They didn't expect you to defeat them. They didn't expect you to fuck them up. You really shaking somebody up. Here, just in the past few days, you've shaken somebody up. They don't want to fight you no more. They thought they wanted the smoke. They thought they wanted some, but then they found out they didn't. They don't want none. They're like, no, can we make amends? No, there's no amends here. You declared war. There's no amends here. It's destroy or be destroyed. And right now, the ethers are destroying these people. Because again, that karmic lesson's been learned, that cycle's closed. The mercy they were showing these people was all because it was required for your soul's evolution as part of your ascension. You had to learn that karmic lesson to move forward towards your destiny here. And they fulfilled their purpose. So that means they're expendable. You're not. And they're seeing that. When I tell you that these people are expendable and they know, that's why they fear you so much. It's because they've seen you defeat death. They've seen you defeat Satan. Say if this is a family thing, every single person in your family has been overcome by Lucifer, by Satan, okay, the devil, entities, things like that. You were not the one. You defeated it. Death, you've defeated it. Maybe not defeat would be the good word, but you were able to essentially tell death that now is not your time. These people know that there's some kind of testament over your life that you will not be taken from this world until a particular mission is fulfilled. And that's what scares them. Because trust and believe, they know how much they've done. They've hired the hitman, they've, done the death spells routinely, consistently. They're seeing the backfires on every single person. So it's not like they know that their witchcraft works. They know their witchcraft works. They got results from everybody else, all the other bodies that they've done this to, but not you. And so like they don't know who you are, they don't know what you are. But again, they're seeing a different side. But again, you would if you declared war on somebody. If you wanted to be someone's enemy, you wanted to be their enemy, well, now you are. Congratulations. You took them for granted. You thought that they were weak. And what's crazy, why like they're so hidden, one, it's like because like they're scared of you, but two, it's because you showed these people the kind of love that they would never receive from anybody else. That's why it's so like big, like so much of a mind fuck for them. It's like they can't believe that you were so kind, you were so nurturing, that you gave these people, you're so generous, that they've never been loved by anybody but you. Like they wanted their cake and eat it too. Like they wanted you to love them because they never experienced that before, but then they also wanted to destroy you, to gain something off of you. That's why they had to do it in secret. They didn't want you to know. But again, that's also because they didn't have the courage to approach you. Something in your spirit has always said, don't fuck with me. Something in your spirit, your energy said, you don't want to find out. Like I'm kind until you poke me. They also, I'm picking up that they're fearing the retaliation of your spirit. Your fear is one's vengeance. And again, like your ancestors have unleashed you. Before they're like, you're on this path of healing, just focus on you, focus on your growing, focus on, like evolving. And now they're like, well, we held them back for long enough, fuck them up. Unleash the hounds, unleash the baby here, like unleash you. Because again, just because like you're in that healing and loving energy this lifetime, that doesn't mean that's how you were every lifetime. Your Akashic records are open to you. You're remembering things. You know who you are. Again, they've seen how much you've had to overcome. They've seen the obstacles that they know that if they even dealt with a fraction of what you have, it would have devastated them. They would have never recovered. But they just watch you overcome everything. Overcome everything. And you make something out of nothing. Like, these are people that could have tried to take away every kind of financial opportunity off you and seeing you build some kind of fucking empire off of nothing. Some new chaos magic, like isolating you, things like that. Like they send you all that and they're wondering this. Like how did you do it? With everything that I've sent you or that I've had other people send you. Like how did you do it? Because it worked on everybody else, just not you. The fact that you have some kind of testament on your life that makes it to where you're unkillable until a certain mission is fulfilled. It's like they can hate you, but they can't do shit about it. But again, now they have war, because they waged it, on them. It's not just one-sided. Now it's the entire ether's pushed you and your spirit against these people. Except the difference is you have the divine. You have your ancestors. You have your spiritual team. And you already are a very powerful old soul. The odds are beyond stacked against them. They're seeing it and they're in fear about it. Because again, like when they see you, it triggers something in them. Because they understand the greatness, they understand your potential, but they also understood, like, even now, they could never stand toe-to-toe with you. Even now, like, they feel inferior to you because of what you have accomplished, what you have overcome, what you have done, the kind of parent you are, the kind of warrior you are. Like, even in war, like, you still have integrity. Even in war, like, you're still very strategic. Like, you're not in your ego. Like you're very analytical, you're very calculative. These people never saw it. But again, why would they? You loved them. You cherished them. It was them who decided to be weird. It was them who decided to betray. And they wanted to be your enemy, and now they are. So it's like, what did you want? What did you expect? You wanted the enemy, you got it. I also picked up that song Dead and Gone by T.I. And what I really get from this song, I mean, it mentions family in there, that you aren't doing things for your family's sake. This could be ego, this could be trigger, this could be inner childhood wounds that people would exploit to try to get some kind of reaction out of you. It's dead and gone. But when I really pick up this song, it's that, like, even though you were isolated, because you stand on your boundaries, you mean that shit. You cut somebody off, you cut it off. Like, even when you do that, like, they don't understand this coldness. Because that old part of you, pre-awakening, is dead and gone. You've transformed, and they ensure that you did. Look at everything that they've done. You put any person in warfare, they're going to come back different. So again, it's like they created their own nightmare. That would be the end of them. And I thought this was funny when it comes to fear. And it's like, not only are you powerful as yourself, but you come with such unfathomable protection. Like yesterday, I posted, because my subscribers reached 44,400. So 444, angel number, 444, you are protected and guided by the angels. So it's like, in case you needed that confirmation, this channel, myself, my downloads, my viewers, these videos are protected and guided by the divine, by the angels. Catch them synchronicities. Within 2 hours, 100 people left my channel, unsubscribed. It's like they have already seen that karma play out. They've already seen what's been happening with fucking with you, and that like they're being haunted by you. They're being haunted of you. So posting that was just like another confirmation for my own ops, like shit, they are protected, they are guided, like I don't need any more signs or synchronicities telling me not to fuck with this person. I don't want to anymore. It's not fun. Maybe it was fun before, maybe it was a tempting offer at a high price, but it's not fun anymore. It's not fun. Like, I don't want to play anymore. And then they're like, I'm out. And then, unsubscribed. But then, then this morning I woke up and it was like back to like 600, like 600. So it's like, people completely tried to get out of my energy. Over 100 people tried to get out of my energy all at once when they saw that confirmation. And that's reflective of you as well. Like, Spirit doesn't give me those kind of messages by chance. So it's like, they want to be in your energy, but they don't want to be your enemy. But they've already showed their hand. And again, if they're trying to do dream state magic, mental magic on you, things like that, their minds have already been open to you. You know what's truly in their soul. You know it's truly, all the plots and plans. They'll never be back in your life again. And now the energy that's there is that like you forgive them, but fuck with me and I'll fuck you up. The same person that you knew is dead and gone. Come to me now. You'll get a different side. Come to me now. You're not going to like the outcome. Hesitate to approach me. Think twice. We aren't going to be meeting each other in the same way. They don't like that. So, dead and gone. I know this is kind of a lengthy download, but bear with me. Let me kick it to you right quick, man. Not on some gangster shit, man. On some real shit. Anybody been through the same thing? I'm sure you feel the same way. Big feel, this is for you, pimpin'. Oh, I've been traveling on this road too long, just trying to find my way back home. The old me is dead and gone, dead and gone. And I've been traveling on this road too long, just trying to find my way back home. The old me is dead and gone, dead and gone. Home for me is like your soul purpose here, your mission. Trying to find your way back home. Trying to find your way to what is it you're meant to do here. The old you is dead and gone, and anybody who went through this would have changed as well. Like, again, warfare changes every person. Ever had one of them days wish would have stayed home, run into a group of people who get and they hate on. You walk by, they get wrong, you reply, then shit get blown. Way out of proportion, way past discussion. Just you against them, pick one, then rush them. Figure you'll get jumped, hell that's nothing. They don't want to stop there, now they busted. Now you gush an ambulance rushing. You to the hospital with a bad concussion. Plus you hit 4 times, but it hit your spine. Paralyzed waist down, now you're wheelchair bound. Never mind now, you lucky to be alive. Just think I'll start you fuss with 3 guys. Now your pride in the way, but your pride is the way. You could fuck around, get shot, die any day. People die every day. All over bullshit, dope money, dice eyes, ordinary hood shit. Could this be because of the hip hop music? Or do the ones with the good sense not use it? Usually people don't know what to do when they're back against the wall, so they just start shooting. For red or for blue, or for blue, I guess. From bankhead up to your projects, no more stress, now I'm straight, now I get it, now I take time to think before I make mistakes just for my family's sake. That part of me left yesterday, that heart of me is strong today, no regrets, I'm blessed to say the old me is dead and gone away. So like if your family was like trying to like, traumatize you, abuse you, then, poke at those wounds later, try to get you to react in some kind of way, make you look crazy. Maybe they fostered that kind of like wanting you to just be an angry person, and then, provoke you. and then all of a sudden you blow up. Because I've experienced that. Like, when I grew up, my biological mother would rile me up before we went somewhere in public, and then she'd get me to the point where I wasn't speaking. And then as soon as we get into the public place, she'll say that one or two things right in front of people to get me to tell her to stop. Like, just stop it. And then she would do that whole dominance thing, like, you don't tell me to stop. You know, like, she wanted to show people that she had a strong hand, that she was, you know, like, in charge of the household. But people didn't see that behind the scenes, she asked me 20 questions in a minute and wouldn't let me answer, which was one of my biggest pet peeves back then. And it's like, she poked me, she prodded me, and then she would forcefully try to trigger a reaction out of me. So that way she could make me look unhinged. So that way she could make me, you know, look like the problem child. And her look superior, that she's just, you know, she's got the strong hand, she's, you know, she's the badass, whatever, I don't know. But it's like, they want you to look some kind of way. So they try to get a reaction out of you. But that part of you is dead and gone. Like, your heart is strong, your heart chakra is open. And like, you're not being triggered anymore. You're not your ego anymore. These people have been attacking you based off ego and their own woundedness. Not you though. That's why they can't comprehend your level of intelligence. That's why they can't compete where they don't compare. Like, again, you've awoken, you have gifts, you have skill sets that they could never have if they fucking wanted to. But you've already passed the trials and the tribulations for those gifts. You went through a crazy amount of obstacles. You've had the world literally against you because there's smear campaigns, them trying to defame your character, and yet you still stood alone, you still stood strong, and you've been strategic in how you defeated things. And it's like, they don't understand that because they never could have done it. Because again, they act out of their ego. So they're like, who the fuck am I fighting? Who is this person? I ain't never been scared. I lived through tragic. That's you. You ain't never been scared. You'll fight somebody. You'll stand your ground. Like, you're nobody's pushover. You know, again, and they talk about something they probably shouldn't, which is your family, your money. They shouldn't have done it. Situation could have been dead looking back at it. Again, like, you've bypassed death so many times. Most of the shit didn't even have to happen, but you don't think about it when you're out there trapping. Apartments, hanging, smoking, rapping. People start shit, next thing you know, we capping. Get locked up, then didn't even get mad. Now think about, damn, what a life I had. Most of the shit, look back, just laugh. Some shit still look back, get sad. Maybe my homeboy would still be around had I not hit the person in the mouth that time. I won that fight, I lost that war. I can see my person's walking out that door. Who'd have thought I'd never see Philip no more? Got enough dead homies I don't want no more. Cost a person's job, cost me more. I'd have took that ass whooping now for sure. Now think before I risk my life, take them chances to get my stripe. A person put his hands on me, all right. Otherwise, stand there, talk shit all night. So, because I hit you and you sue me. I shoot you, get locked up, who me? No more stress, now I'm straight, now I get it, now I take time to think before I make mistakes for my family's sake. That part of me left yesterday, that heart of me is strong today. No regrets, I'm blessed to say the old me is dead and gone away. I turn my head to the east, I don't see nobody by my side. I turn my head to the west, still nobody in sight. So I turn my head to the north, your north node. Swallow that pill that they call pride. That old me is dead and gone, but that new me will be all right. So you know that you're always gonna fucking be good. Like, you know you're always gonna be good. And like, the fact that your faith is unwavered, no matter how many scare tactics they try to do, no matter how many people they had to come up against you or try to put fear in your heart with their witchcraft, their black magic, physical violence, whatever. It's like, you ain't scared. These people, like, their whole plan was dependent upon you being scared, you being terrified of being in this destiny, you being terrified of being in that relationship, you being terrified to take that leap of faith, okay? But you weren't. Because again, you had all of that experience, that wisdom from all the tragic, all that trauma, all the obstacles that you went through and survived and overcome. So what are you going to be scared about? Plus, you got literally the divine on your side. So the saying is, if God hired me, who's going to fire me? Ain't nobody stronger than God. And again, you've already had your run-in with the devil. You've already had your run-in with death. And you survived that. These people seen it. That's what I'm saying. These people have seen it. Like, they've seen how strong you are. They've seen you overcome the impossible. They've seen it. And that's what makes you so terrifying. Spirit, what do you want the collective to know about how these people are in fear of them? Karmics, the divine intervention, bringing legal interference because they invoked your inner warrior. Again, they didn't know who they were trying to unlock. Manifestation, hidden information, blessing, ancestral inheritance. I almost said ancestral intervention. So these karmics manifested your inner warrior. And that was hidden from them. But also I have trying to take your ancestral inheritance. Now there's divine intervention. Bring into them legal interference on some kind of hidden information. And this is a blessing for you. So recap, I have hidden information, but for me, it has two meanings here in this. These karmics manifested your inner warrior. Again, every time they did that spiritual warfare, every time they tried to do that smear campaign, every time they tried to get your dream state shit, they manifested your inner warrior. They didn't want that beast in you to awaken. Again, when you're in your North Node, when you're in your purpose, you are equal balance of light and dark. The dark's sleeping. It ain't dead. So it's like, they manifested something ruthless and cold that'll get the fucking job done. They didn't know that. That was hidden to them. They didn't know that. And then these are people that were trying to get access to your ancestral inheritance, okay? Trying to, either this is a physical one where someone left you something, like in their will, and or this is like you come with spiritual wealth, which means gifts and things like that. They try to come after you. Again, I picked up on money in your family. So if you have an ancestral inheritance of a divine union, they came for that. Your money, trying to come after your money, they came for that. And they unleashed something within you. They awakened something within you that they did not want to rise. Maybe that's why, like, your entire life, they could have, you could have been under heavy spiritual, like, warfare even as a child, where they kept trying to dominate your spirit, suppress you, bind you, things like that, because they knew that whatever soul that you had, that spirit that you had, wouldn't be tamed. And they tried. Fuck, they tried. And, like, the person that I'm picking up on is, like, they're seeing it. They're like, I did all of this to this person, and they still fucking not only surpassed me, but two, they're more powerful than they've ever fucking been, or that I could ever have perceived or fathomed that they would be. Like, if I couldn't take them out, or if I couldn't subdue them or bend their will when they were a fucking baby, when they were asleep, I'm no match for this person. Ever. I will never be no match for this person. So then again, they had to recruit other people, and it's like, because they expected that you would act a certain way, but you didn't. Again, warfare changes people. And like now they're like, you defeated me plus all of these other people that I hired, and they hired many. They attacked you so many times, like religiously, consistently. And you're not only still standing, but you're fucking fully in your spiritual throne. You're just sitting there, watching and waiting. Like, mercy's over. Mercy's over. Don't care who you are. Family members, don't have them. Don't claim you. Don't know you. You want to be an enemy, you are. Congratulations. Now meet me on the battlefield as one. Lovers, friends, same. You wanted me as an enemy. Now meet me on the battlefield as one. That's like their biggest nightmare. But then also, they're seeing the divine intervention. These people are having legal problems now. Like, if these people are trying to do things on the 3D, like trying to hire a hitman, the smear campaigns, having all these plots and plans, because, man, we've been picking up so fucking many. Like, literally, the download that I had scheduled for today was one of those plots. And it's like, nope, we need this first. The collective needs to know their power. The collective needs to know that don't stop now. Your blessing's here. You fought for it. Why the fuck would you give up? You're here. You're on that throne. Don't stop. So let's see how they're seeing you right now. Spirit, how are they seeing the collective right now? How is the collective being seen right now? How is the collective being seen right now? They think that your heart chakra is not open. But they know that it is because you have abundance here. They also, again, see that you have angelic assistance, divine guidance. Again, my angel number was 444 yesterday. You have angelic assistance here. It says divine intervention. You have strong boundaries. But also, not only are your boundaries strong, but you could have Sekhmet on your spiritual team. You got something powerful that's waiting to jump when anybody tries to even get close to you. Could be a divine feminine, or you're in your divine feminine energy. You're in that receptive power. You're here to receive your blessings. And bitch, you fuck around, you're gonna find out trying to take them from me. 777 is the angel number for good luck. Yeah. Again, I can't even make it up. You're in a new cycle. You're in a cycle of joy. That whole like mercy and showing, grace to people, that shit's dead. It's dead and gone. You're in a new cycle. You learned your karmic lessons. So if these people are still attacking you, they're expendable. They can be dealt with. Their purpose has been fulfilled on your journey. You're in a new cycle. And you also cleanse out any kind of energy that they send you. But also it means that you go with the flow. You're not in your ego. You're very resilient. You're very adaptable. Yep. Because you have hidden knowledge. Like, say these people are doing anything on the full moon here. Like, you have hidden knowledge. You have a silent understanding of what people are doing and you come prepared. Again, if they attacked you, like, say, 100 times, you have 100 battles to reflect on what worked for you and what didn't. One more, Spirit. And they see that you're always creating something new. Expanding your world. 333, because you're in alignment. Clarify bright heart light in reverse. Again, they feel like you're very, very detached. They feel like you're very detached. Say if these are family members, lovers, friends, people that you gave to, you broke bread with, you drank with, that like really just love the way that you love them. Your heart is not open to them. They see that you're very, very resilient. But also you have this promiscuous player here. That's an anxiety, fear, and despair about you being in this Queen of Swords energy and being very invested in it and goal-oriented. No one's going to be disrupting your goals. You're not getting distractions. Queen of Swords energy, you cut somebody off. Again, your heart's not open to them. They wanted you to be an enemy. They struck first and they struck repeatedly. We're not turning the cheek anymore. We're returning that shit 100-fold. You want to send it? Prepare for it to go nuclear on your ass. There will be casualties. There will be collateral damage. It'll be you who made the first move, who attacked first. Can't be blaming you or trying to make you feel some type of way or guilting you like, oh, well, so-and-so's dead because you didn't die when I did the death spell on you. No, like you fucked with something you shouldn't. The collective was never the one or the two. You made assumptions. You know what they say about assumptions? You make an ass out of you and me. They see that you're very intelligent. You're very ruthless when someone becomes your enemy. You'll cut somebody off, but also you speak your truth about it. Because you're goal-oriented. You got goals. You got a mission here, and no one's going to stop you from being and getting that mission. Because this person was trying to block you. But also I'm picking up that this person's blocked from you now. Because you have long-term goals and no one's stopping you. Nobody's distracting you. Clarify angelic assistance. So you have angelic assistance here. It's a wasted opportunity, wasted talent. They're not getting anything. They're not getting any kind of breakthrough to try to get your sacral chakra energy, trying to put your sacral chakra in a misalignment, malfunctioning, trying to take away your self-worth, trying to steal, siphon, destiny swap, okay? Again, it says like something about your ancestral inheritance. With sacral chakra here, this could be somebody doing sex magic, trying to, siphon your energy from you, trying to take your creativity. These people aren't getting any kind of forward movement because you are. You're moving forward. And you have angelic assistance here. Again, you are heavily, heavily protected. They've never seen protection like this, but they've also never seen you in this side, this level. And there's a cat here. That'll be confirmation because you got strong boundaries. These people think that you got 9 lives. They try to, they know that you've had a brush in with death. They know that you've had to overcome so much. They know. They've done it to you. But nothing works because you got angelic assistance here. So they know that death will not come to you until your mission is fulfilled. They know that they're not battling just you. Now you have a whole army. They thought you were alone. Then they got a great surprise. It's giving like the Trojan horse. You were the bait. And then out came all the spiritual army when these people tried to get in it. You're moving forward and now they're stuck at a stalemate. They don't know what the fuck to do. They don't want none. They thought they wanted it. They thought that they were, they were going to do something to you, that they were going to, dominate you. They were, they were going to be your master or something here. But no, they're seeing it. They didn't fucking want any of this. Please stop. Can we have a truce? Truce doesn't really happen with warfare. It does sometimes, but not in the spirit. Especially if it's coming back to you. Number 7 could be significant. 7-fold. You're doomed. You're fucked. Because these people got more. They got a plethora of warnings and they didn't stop. Now it's okay, well, your purpose was fulfilled, so you're expendable. Keep doing it and you're just destroying your life. You're not going to do anything to this person. Now we're going to sit you down. You don't sit down. We're going to break the legs. You move. We're going to break the arms. You keep going. We're just going to make you really sick because we want you to suffer a little bit. So we're going to take all your money, make you really, really sick and ill. Make you just sit there, isolated, nobody coming to help you. We're going to make you sit with those thoughts. And again, they're going to see you mourning. They're going to see you before they go to sleep. They're going to see you when they wake up. They're going to see you in their dreams, just laughing at them. Fucking them up. They will never get a moment's rest ever again. And they see that. They see that. Clarify setting boundaries. Because your foresight is just uncanny. Again, judgment. You've set heavy, heavy boundaries. You could be very, very good with your prayer game. You've upped your prayer game. You're very specific on how you allow the divine to intervene for you. Okay? How you allow them to protect you. You pray in the morning, you pray at night, okay? Again, you add that return to sender in your prayers, so you return to sender at least twice a day, because you have the foresight of what these people are going to do to try to affect your awakening, your judgment here. But also this could signify, because how I'm reading it, we have an emperor here. Divine masculine, protection, structure. Somebody who is, a dominating man, very practical, very stable. They know that because you set your boundaries in the physical and in the astral, that they're under divine judgment and they're trying to figure out how they can overcome this. How can they move forward from this? Because they've worked very hard. They kept trying to master their craft, spread lies about you, having your name in their mouth, and it's affected their own wheel of fortune. Them and this King of Cups, who's been spying on you, gossiping about you, because now these people are overburdened, because they didn't expect you to defend yourself. They didn't expect it. They didn't anticipate it. You defended yourself. They're exhausted from how strong you are, how no matter who they get, who they group up, the odds aren't in their favor. Because they're not just battling you now. One, you're a strong beast. You're a strong mofo to begin with. But now they're battling the divine. You're not going to win against the divine. They did so much gossip on you. Could even be word magic, trying to, create some kind of reality for you based on what they were saying. Clarify divine feminine. And now they're all overburdened. Yeah, we have the divine feminine, the Hierophant. You're somebody very, very connected to the divine. 555 is the angel number for change. You're someone here that is meant to enact change. We have that Neptune and Aries energy right now for the next 13 years. You're a visionary. You are meant to lead a new world. You will not die or be unalived by some jealous or envious little bitch. You're here, fun. You have a mission. You are here to enact change. Yep. And when you were in this Queen of Cups energy, someone who's very kind, nurturing, empathic, again, they only saw that side of you because you love them. You love them unconditionally. They know because they've never felt that by anybody else. That's why they decided to make this long-term investment to try to victimize you. To get you trapped, to restrict your manifestations of being abundant and self-sufficient. But again, you're divine feminine, which means you've mastered all of the queens in the tarot deck. You're not just in that empathic, nurturing, and kind. You're not just pouring from an empty cup anymore. You're demanding it to be returned back to you. Like, you give what you get. People aren't pouring into you. People aren't supporting you. You're not partaking in it anymore. Like, you got boundaries. You restricted access from anybody and everybody that's not for your highest good. And because you have gifts, you know exactly who's not for your highest good. So they can't even trick you. They can't cloak themselves. They can't hide behind any kind of mask. They can't manipulate you. You destroy that shit. You dismantle it, then you keep your distance. And you treat them for who they are. They're like, well, we didn't have a falling out. We didn't have words or a confrontation with each other. But you're already going to distance yourself from me? You're going to cut me off? It's like, yeah, I saw truly what was in your heart. Now you come around me, I'm going to treat you exactly who you are on the inside. I see you. They're trying to stop you from being independently wealthy. Again, trying to fuck with your money. Trying to fuck with your money. They wanted you codependent. They wanted you to not have money. They wanted you to need them. But again, you're a hierophant. You're somebody here with a big purpose, meant to enact change. Clarify circle of eternal joy. I can't even make it up. It's literally what I said at the beginning. You're in a new cycle. They played their part. They don't need to be alive anymore. No mercy needs to be shown to them. They want to unalive themselves with witchcraft by sending death magic or trying to end your money or things like that. They can do it because it's not going to happen to you. You're in a new cycle of joy, of happiness from this conflict that they keep trying to do to your mind, to your stability, to your love life. It's going to go back to them. You need to be taken out for the collective to fulfill their mission? Well, you'll fucking just be taken out. Like, yep, divine feminine can't even make it up. Trying to go after her personal will to get her to abandon, again, this Ace of Pentacles, this spiritual wealth with some kind of illusion, some kind of deception in the dream state. You're in a new cycle. That's just not going to fly anymore. They do it to you, it's going to be done to them. And again, it's going to be nuclear. There's going to be casualties. There's going to be collateral damage. Clarify, go with the flow. You've been able to cleanse out your energy from these illusions so that they see that you're happy. But again, also the sun is like, it's illuminated to them that you're able to cleanse your energy. You're able to transmute it. You're able to alchemize it. So it's like, what's the point? Well, I'm just going to ask you as a spiritual person myself. What the fuck's the point? One, a return to center is always an option. So you have to be okay with possibly getting that witchcraft back at least 50% of the time. Especially what needs to be taken into account with that is if that person outranks you in the spirit, which you do, and they know that you do, they return it, it's going to hit, and it's going to hit so hard. It's gonna hit so hard, and it has. It's hit so hard. So it's like, why do you keep doing it? It's gonna come back, or it's gonna backfire, and just your energy's gonna backfire onto you. But then also, it's like they know that you, even if it does land on you, you're gonna transmute it into blessings for yourself. You're gonna alchemize it. They're giving you energy to build your empire off of. So it's like, again, like the low IQ here, the lack of intelligence. Or this is simply, again, these are beings that are in their ego. That's like they know that they're defeated, yet they keep going because they feel like they have nothing to lose now. But you have everything to lose. Life is precious. And there's many things that you take for granted in this realm. Like being able to eat, being able to breathe, being able to move, being able to use the bathroom on your own, being able to have any kind of human touch or presence in your life, being able to have food, have shelter, have things. Acts of kindness from people, from strangers. Hearing things. Just think of your senses. Oh, that's a blessing. Imagine what it would be like without it. Imagine losing your mobility. Being unable to take care of yourself. Imagine being sick but unable to afford medicine. There's lots of things that you take for granted in this realm. A good night's sleep. Being able to go outside. A lot of things you take for granted. There's a lot you can lose. Just having peace of mind. Take that for granted. They're not having peace of mind. They have some kind of entity or something attached to them. So it's like, there's lots you could lose. At the very least, your soul. Who you are. Your essence. Lose that. Which means there's no rebirth for you ever. It ends. It's like the death. The infinite death. You won't be reborn. You won't be a reincarnation. You're not going to come back to complete your soul's journey. No, your soul's going to be discarded in whichever realm that it ends up in. And based off your actions and how much focus and attention you have the divine on you, you're not going to end up anywhere good. But they see that you have your life force. You're able to cleanse it out. Any illusions, any kind of deceptions, whatever here. But also, they know that you're getting karmic justice because you're a high priestess. They got the news very quick, very fast. You're a high priestess. Hierophant. You are someone here, a spiritualist who has some kind of mission of enacting some kind of change. You're getting karmic justice. You're very connected to the divine. The divine has placed a very specific purpose on you that has to be completed in this lifetime. Again, when I say that you're very gifted, you're very gifted. You know the whole plot, you know the whole plan. You know what they're going to do before they do it. Like, say if they plan on attacking you in the dream state, one, you know how to navigate the dream state. What you see can see you too. So they think they're going to get in your mind, but then you just walk into theirs. What do I need to see in here? How can I fuck shit up? Then also, like, what's their plan? And then you get like the whole information of what you need to do, the whole strategy. And then you use your own intelligence, because you're very intelligent, on what to do. They got the news here. They got the news. Clarify hidden knowledge. This Queen of Pentacles, this wife, this mother, as well as the King of Wands, this leader, knows that you have hidden knowledge here. Now, when you're alone, you go within to receive guidance. Again, you're not surrounded by people. You cut pretty much fucking everybody off. Anybody who was a snake to you, anybody that betrayed you, their energy was off, like anybody that you knew didn't have your highest intention or good, they got the news that, say if they were doing isolation spells, they did you favors. That didn't hurt you. That built you. You needed to be isolated in order to hear yourself, to hear the divine give you the messages. So when they isolated you, all they did was keep the riprap out of your energy. There's a mother figure here and a King of Wands, this leader here that was behind all of it. They know that you received guidance. You know what's up. You have a silent understanding. And they got the news that you're going to get your wishes fulfilled. Clarify innovation. They know that you're going to get this abundance, which means a lot of shit's going to go down for them. They keep trying to be adaptable to create something new. They're having to adapt their priorities. Because something's being spoken about your childhood and how strong you are. Again, it just goes back to the download at the very beginning. Like my intro. It's like, these people have seen you from childhood on. I'm definitely picking up family. Like, they've seen you from childhood on. They know what they've done to you. And they're haunted by it. There's no, mistake. Like, they purposely did things and they watched you overcome it all. They watched you survive. They watched you fight. They watched you, escape death and the devil numerous times. They haven't. They've watched you become the ultimate warrior. They've watched you become a powerhouse. And they're saying how you are always able to create something new, how you're able to be innovative, how you're able to build something out of nothing. They're talking about this. The strength of, who you were as a child, how strong you were. Maybe you started to display things, like it says that you're a high priestess. Maybe you were telling them prophecies about themselves. Maybe you were telling them things about what you were seeing, things like that. They try to gaslight and convince you that you didn't have gifts, or that you were seeing things, or your mind were playing tricks on you, things like that. But you knew what you saw. You could have known that you, as a child, that you had a very big purpose, that you were meant for great things. And you kept talking about it, and they've seen you overcome certain things at that time, and they felt they had to stop you so you wouldn't get it. It probably could have even prompted them to look into your future, read your birth chart, get a reading on you, things like that, to see who you are. And then again, it said they were trying to do binding magic, your solar plexus, your root chakra, your crown, doing trying to mess with your mind. These people made you a human experiment, and they realized that you're not really that human. You would have been dead by now. But you're not. Yeah, they see how strong you are, how strong your intuition, your gifts are, and how you completed a cycle. Again, they don't understand how you were able to complete a cycle. A Queen of Wands, someone who could have been, competitive with you. This is somebody who's attractive, but they just kept looking at you, kept looking at your way, seeing how you've healed. Because you persevered every single time. No matter what happened, you persevered every single time to get you long-term stability. So it's they could have been doing money spells on you forever, but again, you were able to create something out of nothing. So it's they keep doing money spells on you, but you still get money. You're still not broke, busted, and disgusted. That was the divine. That's your dharma. And so they thought that they could act very quickly to work together to try to do something to you. Because again, they couldn't take you one-on-one. They had to work together. They thought that they would get success and victory. If they worked together with a community, they could have even enlisted the help of some kind of secret society to try to attack you in your sleep. Again, you know how big of a little bitch you gotta be to attack somebody in their sleep? I mean, that's why I feel like you're fearless. It's none of these people would ever challenge you outright. None of these people even have the courage to tell you they don't like you. Or, truly, if these people were truly a power that they wish that they were, they would have the integrity to be able to tell you what they don't like about you and how they truly feel about you. But also, again, with the wounds there, prime example would be I don't like you. I don't like you because you are stronger than me and you make me feel inferior. That when I look at you, I see what I could be. But I sabotage and make too many excuses. I don't like you because you're smart, you're intelligent, and it surpasses anything and everything that I have. And I know it because I'm a person that likes to control other people because I have a deep-seated, rooted feeling of worthlessness that I will never be able to control you. So I don't like you. So I'm going to do things to you to try to, make me feel better, to get one up on you. They don't have the courage to tell you shit like that. That's why would you be scared of these people? They can't even be honest with themselves. They can't be honest to you, but they can't be honest with themselves. Why would you be scared? Yeah, but they know that your intuition is very, very potent, and it's on point. Your intuition brought an ending to them having a new beginning based off of you. Yeah. Trying to trap you with their witchcraft, okay? They knew. It's these people saw the potential in you, and then they acted. But then, again, they wanted to be your enemy. They wanted war, and now they got it. It's oh no, oh no. They see that you got backing that they don't have. Hey, let's group up on the collective. Let's jump them. Let's jump them in the spirit. But you, because they kept attacking you, it unlocked deeper gifts that you have to protect yourself. Because again, you aren't supposed to die until you fulfill some kind of mission here. And it's like, 222, you're able to bring balance by being on this path one-on-one. You're on the right path. Whatever it is you're doing now, you're on the right path. And you're able to bring balance because again, you're somebody. Who is this Knight of Wands? Who is this Knight of Wands? This is a co-worker of yours that was some kind of entrepreneur because they're an opportunist. They were an acquaintance of yours. Who's this Emperor? They have a trade, transportation, utilities job. Side piece, other man, other woman. Gen X, 1965, 1980. King of Cups, who's this King of Cups? This is a friend of an uncle on your father's side. So again, family. Who's this Queen of Pentacles? A karmic aunt on your father's side. Who's this King of Wands? A person that's had to be kind-natured, a good person, single, moon or sun sign of Aquarius. That was the leader. Maybe they try to pretend that they're a kind-natured, good person, but they ain't. We know they ain't. Queen of Wands. Who's this Queen of Wands? Sister by blood or by marriage. Has an education job that's non-governmental. It's talking about you as a child. So you have family members here that have been talking about you as a kid. They saw you as a child. Give us some cards for this Knight of Wands. This is somebody whose ego's hurt. They thought they were something. Find out they're nothing. Give some cards for this Knight of Wands. Yeah, this is somebody that's been stalking you, watching you. They're obsessed with you. They're receiving bad karma for acting cold-hearted towards you. And they're broke. They want you back because you're in this boss bitch-like energy. Give us some cards for this Emperor, the trade transportation job, side piece. This person's now on the run because they were the ones starting drama and now they're confused about whatever they submitted to the courts being rejected again. It says legal interference. They even tried to get the courts involved, thinking that they were going to have some kind of, success in trying to alienate you or give you some kind of legal troubles. But that whole situation's played out. Give us some cards for this King of Cups, the uncle, the friend of the uncle. This is somebody that accepted an offer to make you lonely. That was divination spying on you. However, they're ignoring the fact that they're a groupie that's fake smiling. Or this uncle could be a groupie that's fake smiling while holding a grudge. This Queen of Pentacles, this karmic aunt on your father's side. This is somebody that's trying to act unbothered. Chasing love, moving in silence because they want to marry for money. And there's proof, there's evidence of them trying to kiss somebody's ass because your light irritates their demons and they're bankrupt. Give me some cards for this King of Wands, this kind-natured good person, single, Moon or Sun of Aquarius. This is somebody that's unable to compete with you or get people to compete with you because, again, they don't compare. Just try to cyberbully. Again, these people make fake accounts. They can't even be their true selves while they hate you. Yep, now they're being haunted again. When I say that you are in these people's dreams, they see you when they wake up. They see you when they go to sleep at night. Yep, same shit, a different day. They're haunted and they know that they're going to go to jail. Give some cards for this Queen of Wands, a sister by blood or by marriage, education, job. There's somebody that was clout hungry, okay? Wanted to prove something. But you didn't lose any chances. You didn't miss any opportunities. This is a wolf in sheep's clothing that just hates on your happiness. And they ain't shit. They hate on your happiness because they know they ain't shit. They don't hold a fucking candle to you. And dirt's been found on them that they're fake flexing. Or they're trying to find dirt that a queen rising, somebody who's in their power, they're in the spotlight. You could have a platform of some kind. Trying to find dirt, and they're extra triggered. Because you're not fake flexing. You're the fucking real deal. And they just want to steal your ideas. It's like, if you have a platform, this person's like stalking you, looking you up, so they can look at your shit and then claim that they did it. Yeah, creeping on you, researching you. None of these people can hold a candle to you. Being haunted. You didn't miss any chances. Hiring their friends. I don't understand that shit. Like, again, I'm not low vibrational, so I don't know what that would be like. Like, I couldn't imagine somebody coming up to me and being like, hey, you want to attack this child with me? Like, without me going, are you weird? Like, do you need help? Like, you not okay up in there? You okay? Like, because that's not a normal fucking thing people say. You want to attack a kid with me? Yeah, they're powerful, and I wanna take something from them. Like, you wanna take candy from a baby? What the fuck's wrong with you? That's what I would say. But like, I can put myself in their mental state, but again, it's like, I can't look without being disgusted. Like, I just view them as weak. Like, you're a weak individual. You're a weak fucking individual. Like, and then I just get disgusted. Like, Spirit, tell us what they're seeing that's making them scared. What are they seeing that's making them scared? What are they seeing that's making them scared? What are these people seeing that's making them scared? What are they seeing that's making them scared? They're being scammed and losing major money. Abundance transference. So they definitely did some kind of ritual. When I picked that up, like on the full moon, which was May 12th, okay, they thought they were going to do some kind of abundance transference. I even picked up that they were going to try to do it before then. Because like the prophecy came out that they were going to do it on the full moon. And they're like, oh, well, I'll beat the prophecy. I'll just do it a couple days earlier. They won't expect it. You're a fucking high priestess. You see them. You're prepared for them. You had a trap waiting for them. It's a fated event. It doesn't matter what day it happens. It's the energy. It's fated to happen. You were told the next time you did it, it was going to happen. You fell in the trap. Doesn't matter if it's on the day or not. And do you not think, and this is I guess something they don't understand either, do you not think that the divine can play games too? Do you not think the divine will, set a trap like through us readers and things? Like by giving you information and then you thinking, oh, well, I can beat that. They know you will do it. You're talking about the creator of all things. They know who you are. They know what's on the inside. They know what you think. And then when you talk about like the spirits, like say ancestors and things like that, they know what you're going to do. They hear you speak about it. They're with you all the time. It says they're haunted. Like, they're with you. You don't think that they're going to snitch on you? What else they see in spirit that's making them scared? Watching you glow up and see your star rise. So, like, they've tried to end some kind of platform that you've had or something like that, and they just watch your numbers increase. They're having workplace drama. Someone's got a suspended license. And someone had some kind of car accident that really scared them. Tell us about this being scammed and losing major money. Yeah, their intuition has been blocked to getting some kind of success or fulfillment. When they were trying to plan to move forward with some kind of scam, some kind of major money that they had. Trying to get, again, this could be your destiny with their friends. Yep. So essentially their discernment's blocked, their intuition's blocked. They didn't have the foresight. With 1010 being here, that's intuition. They didn't know, again, it says abundance transference is the next card. They didn't know that they did know. They thought that if they did this ritual that they were going to win. They didn't have any kind of inkling. They didn't have any kind, it's like it's like a blind spot for them. It's like they don't want to think it's going to happen, but then it does. This was a scam. Trying to do some kind of abundance transfer ritual on you, like to steal your ancestral inheritance. It was a scam. Thinking that they could steal your destiny was a scam. Clarify abundance transference. They feel like it's an ongoing battle to trying to transfer their abundance. So this is like they're trying to give you their spiritual broke ass energy and take your spiritual wealth. Yep, trying to steal it. But they feel every time they try to steal your abundance, it completely drains them of energy. It makes them really sick. Because they think, because you keep moving on to calmer waters. So it's like, they keep trying to take your abundance from you, doing this ritual again, like consistently, repeatedly, every full moon, every dark moon, and it's not happening, but each time they do it, it takes like bits of their life force away. Clarify, watching your glow up and seeing your star rise. They see that you refuse to let go of doing whatever it is that you're doing. They wanted you to, like, say if you have a platform, they want to shut you up, but you keep talking. They want to stop you from being heard. They want to stop you from being seen. Again, their malicious lies and their gossip would only work if you weren't around. Like if you weren't able to contradict it, if you weren't able to speak your own truth. And because you're a credible person, it's high vibration, your truth is going to be heard more than these people who are known to slander people's names. They see that you're not moving on from your soul purpose. They can try to do whatever, you're not hindered, okay? So even if they mess with your views or they mess with, your success, like you just keep going. Because the divine tells you to keep going. It's what you're meant to do. And then you keep talking about it. Because you've prioritized, you've been adaptable with getting this long-term success. So again, so say for instance, they attack your platform, but then you go build a business. Like you're you're multi-talented. You can multitask. Like you don't just put everything in one area. You work in different areas as well. Like you're like, oh, okay, well this is slow to build, so I'm gonna go work on this and this and this, and then here you are, you have a whole fucking empire at the end of it. They see that you're very adaptable. Again, that you can bounce back. They don't have that. Clarify workplace drama. They're having a lot of workplace drama, like their reduced hours, coworker fights, lack of growth when it comes to getting some kind of financial opportunity. There's a lot of conflict here as well. There's a lot of fights, there's a lot of arguments. People resent them, there's a lot of confrontations, there's power struggles. So like they're real, and they could even be going through catastrophic change, like they could lose their job, they could be being made an example of, they could be getting written up. Things are happening here. Yeah, that's for that King of Cups. They're seeing that or it could require them to be diplomatic, having emotional stability, crippling their emotional stability. Like there's a lot of coworker fights here. That they're not getting, like say if they wanted to have a raise or they want to be promoted, that's just not happening. Like if they still have a job, they're very lucky to have one. Clarify suspended license. They were driving out of control, being very tactless, rude. This promiscuous player, this is being hasty, making quick decisions. And that's definitely affected their root chakra, their ability to ground themselves. It's affected their financial security, their overall sense of security. Like again, you take lots of things for granted. Like if you don't drive, like how do you get to work? buses only go to certain areas, and if you live in the country, the buses don't come to you. How are you going to get to work? How are you going to make money? If you ride buses, that means you're now with other people, which means you also risk being in confrontation. And it's like if that shit went back to them, so say if they try to bind you to conflict or things like that, that energy's on them. And if they're surrounded by groups of people, they have a higher chance of having that conflict. Yep, I mean, I can't even make it up. We have conflict, 5 of Wands here, yep. It messed with their mind, their crown chakra. Your crown chakra is like your hope. It's your ability to have discernment. It's your connection to the divine, you know, feeling like things are going to work out. It affected their thoughts. Like, it really took a toll on their mind because, again, conflict. They're having a lot of conflict. Like, say if they have to use public transport now, they're fighting with people. They don't feel safe. Yeah, because they're blocked in life. They're blocked from driving. They're blocked from, you know, getting things. Clarify car accident. Somebody got a car accident. They could have been doing car magic here to try to get you to, you know, die or something, or have some kind of incident when it came to a car. And that's made them really, really scared. They're in fear here. They're in fear here. It could have, like, stopped them from, you know, they know the truth about why they were in that car accident. It's because they took some kind of offer. So again, these people are scared. This is like why they're scared. Like, they realize that the scams trying to come after your ancestral inheritance. They're getting really sick. They're really getting drained of energy each and every time. Like, pieces of their life are being drained from them each and every time they do this ritual. So they're aging very quickly. They're having a lot of health problems. They feel like they can't do anything now. They see that no matter what they do, you're still going to be in the public eye. You're still going to be speaking your truth, giving your messages. Can't stop, won't stop, you're not. Like, and that if they attack one area, you just get creative. Again, you're innovative. You create something else. Their work life, all fucked up. They're fighting with everybody, fighting with their boss. There's dynamic issues. They could even be losing their job. Like, somebody lost their license, and that's really taken effect, like, on, like, their money, their income. It's taken effect on, like, their overall sense of security and safety. Like, they're having a lot of fights. But then also they know the truth behind some kind of car accident. Like, someone got in a car accident, it scared the shit out of them. And they know it's because of you. They know it's because of what they did to you. Like, there's no, oh, maybe, or, you know, it's just this, we just had bad tires. No, you almost died because of what you did to the collective. Great Goddess Morgan, tell us about this legal interference. Tell us about this legal interference. Tell us about this legal interference, Great Goddess Morgan. Tell us about this legal interference. Yeah, they were nostalgic here that they could do something to you. Yeah, that they could hustle for money. Because they were fishing for comments about you, trying to get other people to rally with you. Because they're a spiritual hater and you moved on from them. Because you're unfazed. Yep. They try to copy you, but they didn't have any facts. So this is, and this card keeps popping up, you're unfazed by any of this. So they tried to impersonate you. It says hidden information. So this could be like, say there's documents here. They went and tried to sign for you or something. Like, dress like you, talk like you, pretend to be you, like identity theft. Or try to get somebody else to pretend to be you. Like filming you and filming this person pretending to be you, doing something nefarious or things like that. But they realized it was all lies. Clarify this hustling for money. They realized they were nostalgic. They were fantasizing that they could hustle for money. They could get money if they could isolate you from getting some kind of romantic offer that would bring you stability to a home. Because it essentially brought you a financial opportunity here. And they were hoping that you would be in poverty. And that they could have a new beginning if they collaborated. Clarify the spiritual hater, moving on, searching for comments. Yeah. They're fishing for comments, again, talking about you, talking about how you moved on, talking about your spiritual beliefs. So it's like making shit up about, like why you left them, trying to get the courts involved about, like this could also just be slander and defamation, things like that. But trying to bring up your spiritual beliefs, talk to people about that, how, they could have said that they broke up with you, whatever. Because they were hoping that however, you had the courage from being overburdened because you had a passionate breakthrough. Or they thought that they thought that they would have a passionate breakthrough to take a toll on your strength by talking about you, by talking about your relationships and your life choices and how you got your wishes fulfilled. So that way they could bring some kind of catastrophic change to you through a lot of arguments and fights. So again, they were just like talking shit about you to people, like bringing your name up, always putting your name in conversations. So that way you, like, it would take a toll on your strength. Like, so you would act out, so you'd be provoked. Clarify impersonator, no facts. The hidden secret here. This could be saying that you're an impersonator. They could have impersonated you, which you are the high priestess. I mean, it's come out twice, you're the high priestess. So they tried to impersonate you and then lie. So that means like if they created like a fake account of you, like on social media, they were dressed like you, talking like you, and then just spewing garbage and nonsense. So hopefully that people wouldn't listen to you. Yeah, that was their plan. And that was their plan to essentially defend their lover from getting the truth. Or from getting... So if this is like a social media thing, it was to make people defensive of the truth when it came to their relationships. Making people think that you were stalking their home life and being deceptive. Like that was their strategy. So a impersonator with like make shit up, never has facts. You're a high priestess, and their plan was to try to make people very defensive towards you. When it came to their relationships, because the truth that you were speaking, they wanted people to feel like you were spying on them, that you were divination spying on them, like essentially using your gifts in the wrong way. That you were spying on their families. And that was part of your strategy. So like that's like saying like if you have a platform like I do, like you're divination spying on a specific person and then reading it, saying it's a collective read when it's not. And then like telling people that you're spying on them. Give us the tea here, Spirit. The entity they worked with has come to collect what is owed. Ego deaths are painful. So these people are going through a massive ego death. Yeah, they want revenge to set you up. Because they're overwhelmed right now by your source of prophecy. Again, but they've already done everything. Like they've already tried to take you on to groups. They know that they can't fucking like hold a candle to you when it comes to like you as a person individually. They already had to do it in groups and be hidden. Keep themselves masked, look at you from fake profiles, like pretend that they like you in your face and then hate you, behind closed doors. Like these people have no courage. They want revenge. They want to set you up. Because their thoughts are racing. They're overwhelmed by your source of gifts, like your source of prophecy, because the All-High saw and took action on what it is they were thinking about you. And they're plotting and planning. Again, yeah. Because they paid others to harass, bully, and stalk you. And the All-High saw and took action. Again, they're fucking flabbergasted by like your protection and then just you as a person. You inspire many by living your truth. Those aren't your friends, they're your ops. An air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The curse they try to place over your life to slow down the energy in your life is broken. So you're moving fast and like Again, they see that you're still moving on. Like if you're in the public eye, and they were trying to take down your platform or try to discourage you from being in your purpose, you still kept going. And now they're seeing that you have results. But they didn't stop shit. Yeah, but they've been put on blast for lying about their sexual orientation. Because you're a priestess of light and you're in the building. Again, you're a high priestess. Come out 3 times. And now there's a family dispute about that because they dove into things to research, to try to learn some kind of new subject. And now they're caught up in all their lies. So they got like their whole family, like say this is your family had to dive into like their own family history and things like that, look into you. Again, they're talking about your childhood, your strength and shit as a child. Trying to learn something new to do to you, and like you keep circumventing it. Now they're caught up in all their lives because like everybody's impacted by this. There is collateral damage. There are casualties here. Yeah, because you've been resting and practicing self-care, and they're getting a taste of their own medicine. The divine has blessed you with gifts and knowledge. They are yours alone. Yeah, childhood friend here. Your spiritual team has the enemy in a chokehold, a childhood friend who's a hater. This is predicted written in the stars. Again, they only had to fulfill their purpose with that karmic lesson. Once you learned it, it's like, your purpose is done. We don't need you anymore. You are loved and protected. Nothing but positivity and abundance flows your way. God is making his presence known through you. Again, they're seeing like the wrath of God through you. Because you are a descendant of a powerful royal bloodline. And all they did was unearth their gifts when there was not anything they wouldn't do to hurt you. So they tried to hurt you in every kind of way, but all it did was unearth your gifts. So, and they also see that you're being selective on who you give your time and energy and love to. Again, they know that your heart chakra is not open to them. It's like you wanted me as an enemy, now meet me on the battlefield as one. Yeah. They were trying to seduce you and allure you because they have a hunger and passion for you, or they were trying to get you to be in that very lustful energy. However, the situation was required to reach your destiny of them trying to seduce you in the dream state. This is giving like, they're trying to distort, energy, trying to send sex magic, trying to have sex with you in the dream state so they can attach that soul tie or cord to get your sacral chakra energy, that Knight of Wands here. They even targeted your children and pets. Might have been in the dream state as well. This person has newer partners. Again, Knight of Wands, like they're a promiscuous player. It's a complete stranger, you don't know them. Like maybe who you thought you knew, you don't know. Yeah. You're in your winning season. And you'll have the answers you seek when you need them. When it comes to your relationships, contracts, and commitments. Okay, these want to come out. Luck is on your side when it comes to a karmic mother. Your own mother could be involved. What does the collective's higher self want them to know? That everything is going in accordance to divine plan. That this ego death here you had to go through was your guiding light, essentially for you to go through the dark to get to the light. Again, 444. And it's time for you to take front and center stage. Again, it's time for you to be seen and heard. You have a very specific mission here that has to be fulfilled and involves you being seen by others and sharing your truths, helping others. 333, alignment, connection, mind, body, and soul. The stars are lining up for the perfect opportunity now for you to rise above. You will gain clarity from the situation when you view it from a higher perspective. What blessings should the collective be grateful for? What blessing should the collective be grateful for? Blessing of protection, because you are going to be growing older. No one's going to be taking your life anytime soon. You're going to grow old, and you're going to grow old abundantly, happily, in your purpose. And a blessing for solace and hope, okay? No one's taking you out of this world prematurely. They think they are, but they're not. What does Goddess want the collective to know? Healing the mother line. So this has to do with your generational curse breaker for your mother's side of the family. It says you have luck is on your side when it came to a karmic mother. So your mother, your healing ancestral work, mother line growing up. That heart heals. Okay, time eases all wounds. So you've healed from this mother here. Luck is on your side. One week is very significant. Jupiter retrograde is very significant. And Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune and prosperity. So Jupiter retrograde in general is like, Jupiter is the planet for luck, for expansion, for travel. Jupiter right now is in Gemini, so it's like asking many questions on how you can expand in life. 1 week. 1 week from now, you're going to have fortune and prosperity. The gods are blessing you with fortune and prosperity. Jupiter retrograde was, I want to say last year, 2024. I'll look it up. So Jupiter retrograde was October 9th of 2024 to February 4th of 2025. So yeah, like you've cleansed out any of this energy. You are in that fortune and prosperity. So that was when it was the end of the cycle. So Jupiter retrograde was the end of the cycle for you. You're moving on to prosperity. You're in that endless cycle of joy. Anything happens now, it's like these people are digging that grave deeper and deeper for themselves. They know it. They know it. All right, collective, I hope I was able to provide you with clarity of what you're going to know. Thank you for watching. If you like my vibe in this video, please like and subscribe. It definitely helps out the channel. Please stay tuned for a brief little snippet of the Dark High Priestess and the Prosperity Queen of the Unseen.